Alright, I'm going to talk about something that's a big pet peeve of mine. I've danced around this topic. I've mentioned that I have PTSD, and I'm going to touch briefly on it, but I'm mostly going to go off about how society is almost double abusing, or abusing more these people like me who have these kinds of disabilities and, these traumas, um, by not acknowledging them or pushing them to the back. And, you know, I'm going to share some cases. And, yeah, so, um, cameras on autofocus, it's being weird. So, anyways, when I was 9 to 12, I was sexually abused by another kid. And I'm not going to get into any more details. That's all I'm going to say. I'm diagnosed by several doctors with PTSD. I'm currently in therapy for PTSD. I'm a 12-week therapy program and I'm in week 9. Anyways, so one of the things that really pisses me off is you get people who will say, like, I've had girls come up to me and, they'll have someone do something that's inappropriate, should be brushed off, and should just be like, oh, that's just disgusting, he's just a perv. And, you know and it disturbs them, and it's whatever, and I get it. But I mean, it's stuff that the other guys have done to me. I mean, it's like grabbing a butt. I mean, it's like, and people are like, oh, I'm so traumatized, and, like, they don't understand. And they go, you don't understand. And I go, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I live with PTSD. I mean, I can't go into my church's. I couldn't go into my church's youth, like, band, because I would freak out so badly in my church because of my PTSD. And people are telling me that, oh, male rape victims aren't don't matter. Male, they don't exist. Oh, you probably liked it. I've had at least a dozen people say, "Oh, you probably liked it," and I know other people who say this kind of crap, and it's so devaluing. And I know there's so many more guys like me, and I know that the number that have reported it, I know that the number that have reported sexual abuse is low, and that if it's low in general, I know that guys are going to keep it in way more than girls are. It's just what guys do. And so that low number of guys, and there was a case of a younger than 10, older than 7-year old boy, same, and who had a mother or stepmother who sexually abused him. Same judge, same jury. 18-year-old guy does 17-year-old guy rapes a 14-year-old girl. Um, both horrible things. They tried the 17-year-old as an adult and made him register as a sex offender. All fine and dandy. That's what should happen. This mother, who is way worse of abusing this child who's too young to understand and is now scarred for life, who did it repeatedly, didn't have to serve any prison time, got the child back, got did not have to register as a sex offender, and served no jail time. It it's so invalidating to people like me to see these stories come out and be like, yeah, there's nothing we can do. Because like I said, I'm not gonna name who did it to me because I can't legally prove it. unless he wants to confess, which I'd love for him to confess, but I know he won't. There's nothing I can do. I have no proof. It's obvious with my head, but people, and I'm not saying that girls who have PTSD or girls who are raped are any less valid. No, that just it's just so wrong, and it's so fucked up, and it's so bad and horrible, and it's awful. But I've run into so many people in my life who have just discredited my own trauma without trying to understand what it is, what happened, or anything. Like it, I deal with this crap so much, and people just they don't understand because they don't want to believe it, and they don't focus on it. And I mean, it's just so bad. I mean, it's I'm not saying anything about the fact that female rape victims are any less important than males. I'm only saying male rape victims just don't get recognized. Don't they just get ignored. They get pushed aside. They don't get recognized. They don't get viral. Please, in the comments, tell me the last time you heard a viral news story about a male rape victim. Please, I'd love to hear it. That wasn't negative, but these it's I, I'm rare. I'm rare that I'll come out and I'll say it. And if I saw the kid who did it to me today, I'd probably knock him out. But there are a lot of people who are suffering in pain and silence because society just told them to do so. I did it for a long time. I did it until I was in the hospital and I exploded. I just started talking. Then I shut up. Now I start talking again because I have the ability to. And I know there's a lot more people like me out there and they need help. And I guarantee you, if you're at high school, there's somebody there at your school who needs your help. They may not have PTSD, but they might not have a friend, or they might be lonely, and that you might just need to reach out. And they might say no. They might say go away. They might be defensive, and sometimes you might have to try hard. But when you get someone who's, I mean, it's so hard to claim, you know, say, oh, somebody did this, and not seek it, not know if they're seeking attention or not, but it's it's to the point where, like, for me, it's invalidating whenever I see someone who does it, who's lying and gets caught lying. That drives me up the wall because it invalidates me. It's like you just got all this sympathy or whatever, public attention because you got caught lying, but you were lying, but then, guys never get that attention. They always get blamed for it. They always get, we're always told that's the problem. And people always say that masculinity is the problem. I'll tell you right now, it's not. It's a lack of masculinity, because a man who is truly a man would never hurt a woman and would not do something like that. But a man who doesn't have that, he'll hurt anyone. So I'm just going to put that right there. But society just loves to ignore men with problems. I mean, there's statistics on it. I don't have them pulled up right now, but 80% of the suicides are men. 13% of the time of men get win child custody. Um, 97% of combat deaths, 93% of work deaths. Um, I mean, there's a couple of other statistics. Um, oh, there's significantly higher rates of homicide in men. I mean, you never hear those statistics. But I mean, I'm just saying, just for the fact, you know, it's so stupid that society refuses to acknowledge a male rape victim, and it's so frustrating. You'll get individuals, you know, but as a whole, no, because it's just not gonna happen. But I went on a little rant because I'm just tired of hearing it and being told it and saying, "Oh, blah 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 blah. You probably liked it," or "Oh, you wanted it," or "Oh, it doesn't matter," or "Oh, you're lying." It's like, I'm done with that, and I don't get it. What it is with people and not wanting to recognize that men get abused too, but it's time that changed because people are getting hurt, and a lot of guys are committing suicide. And I'm not talking teenagers, I'm talking middle aged men, I'm talking veterans, I'm talking adults who shouldn't be, who should be stable, and they're not because they're not getting the help. They're not getting, they're not reaching out. And so I'm just saying, it's about time we recognize some things. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments or if I missed something. But yeah, that was a little bit more ranty, but all right. See you guys later.